In example 2, we have another example of linear regression. In this case, we have a car dealership that is trying to analyze how effective their advertising is. So they collect data over 8 months, and during each month they record the number of TV ads that they run, and they also record the number of cars that they sell. And so they want to try to determine if the number of TV ads that they run actually has an effect on the number of cars they sell. And so the table here shows the data that they've collected. The X values are in the first column. Those are the ads that are ran, and the Y values are in the second column. Those are the number of cars sold in a given month. And then you can see the scatter plot over here, and the data that we collected is vaguely linear. It does seem to be clustered around a line, so it is fitting to go ahead and try to find the regression line here and use that as a predictor for the number of cars that we would sell based on the number of ads that we run. So just like before, I'm going to enter everything into the list editor. So I turn the calculator on, clear the values, I hit stat, enter to go into the list editor. I still have data left over from the previous problem, so I need to highlight L1, clear that out, and then do the same thing with L2. Now I'm going to enter in my X values, which are the ads, number of ads. I'm going to enter those into the first column. 18, 22, 24, 26, 29, 33, 36, and 40. Now I enter in the Y values, or the number of cars sold, in the second column, and that gives me 20, 38, 31, 47, 35, 52, 59, 54. Now I need to look over this again carefully and make sure that all the numbers are right. It's very easy to make a typo here, but it seems like everything is correct. So then I quit out of this menu, and then I go back into the stat menu, but this time I go to calc and then down to linear regression. Okay, now I could tell it L1 and L2, but again, like I mentioned in the last video, if I just hit enter, it will assume that I want L1 and L2. So I do that, and that gives me the regression line. This gives me the value of A and B. We were asked to round to 3 decimal places, so the equation of the regression line should look like this. Y equals 1.549x minus 2.146. That's what we'll get when we round to 3 decimal places. So then in part B, I want to predict the number of cars that the dealership will sell if they, in a given month, if they run 31 ads. So this just means I need to plug 31 in for X in the equation of the regression line. So plugging that into the calculator, I have 1.549 times 31 minus 2.146. And that gives me 45.873, but the problem asks me to round to the nearest car, so that gives me 46 as my answer. Okay? And so these are the answers for parts A and B in example 2.